Howdy. Welcome back. I know it's been quite a while. So, things got off track. It's a long story and it's not important. It doesn't pertain to this message that I'm coming with you to today. So, to introduce this message, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Devin Anderson. I'm an absolute nobody. I don't want to be an anybody. I felt very strongly like I need to share this message. Not just with the folks I know, but just with the United States of America. Now, I apologize. I'm not extremely gifted when it comes to speaking. I will stumble probably a couple times, so bear with me. But the message is strong. So please listen. The word which came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Arise and go down to the potter's house, and there I will cause you to hear my words. Then I went down to the potter's house, and there he was, making something at the wheel. And the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter, so he made it again into another vessel, as it seemed good to the potter to make. Then the word of the Lord came to me, saying, O house of Israel, can I not do with you as this potter, says the Lord? Look, the clay is in the potter's hand, and so are you in my hand, O house of Israel. The instant that I speak concerning a nation and concerning a kingdom to pluck up, to pull down, and to destroy it, if that nation against whom I have spoken turns from its evil, I will relent of the disaster that I thought to bring upon it. And the instant I speak concerning a nation and concerning a kingdom, to build and to plant it, if it does evil in my sight, so that it does not obey my voice, then I will relent concerning the good with which I said it would benefit. Now therefore speak to the men of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying, Thus says the Lord, Behold, I am fashioning a disaster, and devising a plan against you. Return now everyone from his evil way, and make your ways and your doings good. And there's more. And they said, That is hopeless. So we will walk according to our own plans. And we will work. We will every one obey the dictates of his own evil heart. Therefore, thus says the Lord, Ask now among the Gentiles, who has heard such things? The Virgin of Israel has done a very horrible thing. Will a man leave the snow water of Lebanon, which comes from the rock of the field, with the cold flowing waters to be forsaken for strange waters? Because my people have forgotten me, because they burned incense to worthless idols, and they have caused themselves to stumble in their ways from the ancient paths, to walk in pathways and not on a highway, to make their land desolate and a perpetual hissing. Everyone who passes by it will be astonished and shake his head. I will scatter them as with an east wind before the enemy. I will show them the back and not the face in the day of their calamity. Now I'm going to skip ahead just a little bit. And we're going to move on to the next chapter here. One moment. Okay, I apologize. Chapter 19. Thus says the Lord, go and get a potter's earthen flask, and take some of the elders of the people, and some of the elders of the priests, and go out to the valley of the son of Hinnom, which is by the entry of the potter's gate, the entry of the potsherd gate, and proclaim there the words that I will tell you, and say, hear the word of the Lord, O kings of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem. Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will bring such a catastrophe on this place, that whosoever hears of it, his ears will tingle. Because they have forsaken me, and made this an alien place, because they have burned incense in it to other gods, whom neither they, their fathers, nor their kings of Judah have known, and have filled this place with the blood of the innocents. They have also built the high places of Baal, to burn their sons with fire for burnt offerings to him, which I did not command or speak, nor did it come to my mind. Therefore, behold, the days are coming, says the Lord, that this place shall no more be called Tophet, or the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter. And I will make void the counsel of Judah and Jerusalem in this place. And I will cause them to fall by the sword before their enemies, and by the hands of those who seek their lives. Their corpses I will give as meat for the birds of the heaven and the beasts of the earth. I will make this city desolate and a hissing. Everyone who passes by it will be astonished and hiss because of all its plagues. And I will cause them to eat the flesh of their sons and the flesh of their daughters. And everyone shall eat the flesh of his friend in the siege and the desperation with which their enemies and those who seek their lives drive them to despair. Then you shall break the flask in the sight of the men who go with you, and say to them, thus says the Lord of hosts, even so I will break this people and this city, as one breaks a potter's vessel, which cannot be made whole again. And they shall bury him in the Tophet, and there is no place to bury. Thus I will do with this place, says the Lord, and to its inhabitants, and make this city like Tophet. And the houses of Jerusalem and the houses of the kings of Judah shall be defiled like the houses of Tophet, because all the houses on whose roofs they have burned incense to all the hosts of heaven and poured out drink offerings to other gods. Then Jeremiah came from Tophet, where the Lord had sent him to prophesy. And he stood in the court of the Lord's house and said to all the people, thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will bring on this city and all her towns all the doom that I have pronounced against it, because they have stiffened their necks, that they might not hear my words. So let the wise listen. Let the wise hear.